to angels and spirits. Do apologise for the late start. Only Mercury retrograde and Google has just been playing up with my computer today. So please, so thank you so much for waiting for us. My name's Ray, and I'm going to be doing some card readings for you. And I will pass you over to my colleague, and we're on different sides today, so I'm going to have to go that way.
Hi, I'm Reverend Graham Williamson. I live in Florida, and I love being in this show with Ray and Susie, our background helper. We never forget her. She's very important to make the show work. But as Ray said, technical issues due to Mercury retrograde. It's another one of those tests that we have in our life. And there's Eric. I guess you're doing well. That's
Yep.
the show I'll have. Okay, you try and behave yourself, Eric. But,
Yeah,
thanks everybody.
We will definitely do a reading for you, Eric. Right. Nicole's here. Hi, Nicole. Good to see you. And then you can't see her. Susie, can you see the names in the comments? Brilliant. It works. Yay. Although for some reason I can't actually see the show live on my computer. Oh, there we are. Perfect. Because obviously I need to go into that. I need to go into that. So Graham, do you want to go first with Eric whilst I'm just doing something with my phone?
Definitely. Hi, Eric. And I hope you're still here. I know you said you're going to have to disappear, but Eric, I'm so happy that you've finally gotten things sorted out and that you're doing something that you really love to do. And you've still got a lot of hills that you've put in front of you. Just ignore them. Just keep going at what you're doing on the flat. And this is weird, looking at Ray on the other side. I'm normally looking left. There's nothing there. But in part, this is what life's about. And having people like Eric come in and show so many times, it's like family. But again, learning to not think about obstacles as a problem, just another way of how to evolve. And you're doing really good, Eric. And I'm going to say I'm proud of you that you're finally doing what you've really wanted to do for a long time. But stop thinking about obstacles as a problem and mountains. Just literally go for it. Just level the playing field, and you'll have a far better time doing it. And I hope that makes sense to you. And next time we'll throw more insults your way later. But I'm going to go over to Ray.
Okay, so Eric, you have got Turtle. Be joyful and trusting, Archangel Jules. So what the angels are saying to you is that you need to actually start bringing more joy into your life and actually trusting your gifts, what's going on around you, trusting yourself, but bringing joy to it. And I think if you start bringing more joy and happiness and enjoy what you're doing, you're actually going to start trusting yourself a hell of a lot more, which then means things are going to flow a lot easier for you. So yes, trust and joy, definitely messages for you. So I hope that made sense. And who have we got next, Susie? Okay, so next we have, because obviously I'm here. We have Mina. Hi, Mina. I'll go first if you want. So what does Mina need to know for a highest good at this moment in time? What does Mina need to know for a highest good? Oh, okay, we'll go with that one then, shall we? So Mina, you have got Panda. Stay balanced and in your essence. Archangels Mary, Jophiel, and Sandalphon. Isn't that a cute card? So Mina, what the angels are saying to you is that it's time you need to keep your life in balance at the moment. Stop doing too much of one thing and not enough of the other. They're saying you need to start making a balance in your life now. In fact, you need to start making a balance between work and not work, and actually living your life the best way possible that you can. You know, you need to fully be in the present, in the moment, to allow yourself to actually get that balance on an even keel. So if you imagine some scales at the moment, you're weighted more on one side than the other. So what they're saying to you is you need to actually balance yourself a lot more and have an equal work and play. That's what I'm trying to get at. Have some equal work and play. And again, just enjoy being in that moment of work and joy when it's balanced with each other. And I'll pass you over to Graham.
You got it?
I got it.
Oh, hi, Mina. Thank you. As Ray was talking, it's like material and spiritual. The balance is what I feel in part of what Ray's saying to you. I love the panda. The panda to me is black and white. It's life, and it's even though it's big and cuddly, you still have to be careful with it. And it's on a very strict diet, which means it's focused in its future. But because it's got yin and yang, it's going to have the ups and downs of personality. And Mina, why do you keep on doubting yourself and second guessing and overthinking? You've got a very good eye, you're very sensitive, you're very empathic. Listen to that part, not this part. You listen to your heart and your guts, everything flows and everything gets back in balance. Because as she was saying about having fun and laughter in your life again, the balances of the spiritual and the material. Quit thinking with this part, the material aspect, and your life's going to go like a. She's making me dizzy again.
Sorry, just trying to get the camera a little bit lower. That's all.
It's because of everything of Mercury retrograde. But I hope that makes sense for you, Mina, and let us know how it goes, okay? And I'm getting used to the camera now. I'm looking over there.
I'm not.
All the best.
If we got okay, so we've got Candy Carter. So I'll let you go first, Graham.
Hey, Candy. This is my friend's daughter. You're in a position where you've got to make up your mind on something recent, the last couple of weeks. I know about the emotional turmoil because of your dad and your mum and all the rest of it, but I'm thinking also this is for you, for what you want to do in your life and how you want to live it, the way you feel. And you're a lot more empathic than you realise. You're a bit like your mum in that sense, always second guessing it. But you know that you've got a good nature, good heart and everything, but it's learning to trust yourself. And that's the biggest issue. You're not trusting yourself as much as you can do. So I hope what I've told you, Candy, is going to make sense for you. But say, the last couple of weeks, for you, for what you want to do, for your work, your life, your hobby, whatever you want to call it, it's for you to follow your heart. And pardon me for saying it, everybody else can take a second place back behind you. Forget it. Do what makes you happy. And I'll pass you over to my friend Ray to put the lid on the top for you.
Okay, so you have got Tiger, accept your magnificence, Archangel Raphael. So what the angel's saying to you is, step into your power, accept your magnificent, own yourself, own what you're doing, own the world, you know, be like the tiger, be really proud and put yourself out there in a beautiful way. And when you do, you'll notice that you've got a crystal behind you full of light, and that so you've got lots of light and energy behind you. So do it. You stand in your light. There's nothing to stop you now. Just do it. And I hope that makes sense to you. Seeing Graham smile, I think that might do.
I'm dreading her becoming a tiger, because if she's anything like a mum, I'm in for dire straits. Mercury retrograde will be easy. No,
wonderful. So who have we got next, Susie? Okay, so we've got Claire next. Hi, Claire. Long time no see. Good to see you. I'll go first if you like. So what does Claire need to know for a highest good at this moment in time? Claire need to know for a highest good at this moment in time. Okay, let's see what you need to know, Claire. So, Claire, you have got Ladybird, accept happiness and good fortune, Archangel Premnilek. Okay, so what the angels are saying to you, Claire, is, start accepting the happiness and good fortune around you. Start accepting that life really is good, and don't allow other people's opinions, what you read, what you hear, to actually cloud that. You need to really understand that you can create your own happiness and good fortune, and it's there waiting for you. It wants to come through. It's like when you get a ladybird, on you, and you make a wish. What the angels are saying is, accept the happiness and good fortune that is around you. Look for happiness and gratitude in the smallest things, and you'll be surprised at how much love, gratitude, and acceptance you find around yourself. And I'll pass you over to Graham. Yay, I got it right first time.
Hi, Claire. Welcome. And as I looked at the card that Ray held up, I saw the dandelion seeds floating around behind the ladybird. And that was pretty important for me, because it shows loved ones that are around you are always around you. I'm trying to show you by the dandelion. There's a lot of folklore about the dandelion plant and the seeds and what it means, but each person interprets their own way. And you've got a lot of guides around you. You understand a little bit about the spirit. But as I say, well, from what Ray was saying, being the ladybird, you've got your own set of wings to fly with. And this is what you need to be doing, is learning to trust yourself and flying. Because you've been overthinking so much that you're getting headaches from it. And I know just letting go will really help you evolve into what you want to be spiritually. And I'm going to have to change the camera for the next show, because this is driving me nuts. And I'm looking over it automatic for all these years. You see, I find things difficult, but it means I've got to work harder to understand change. And that, I feel, is in part of what you need to do as well, Claire. And I hope this makes sense. Yeah. Now that you've clarified about the headache, mine's disappeared, because you're overthinking it. You channel it in as yours, it's mine. I've got to be this. You haven't got to do anything. The only thing you have to be is true to yourself and follow your own guts, follow your own heart, and those headaches will dissipate. And drink plenty of water, okay? But let us know how it goes, and thank you for coming in.
And who have we got next, Susie? Okay, so we've next got Catherine Gattus. Now, remember, we don't answer specific questions. These are general readings, so it depends what comes up as to what answer you'll actually get, Catherine. So just to make you aware of that. I'll let you go first, Graham.
Okay, thanks, Ray. Catherine, sorry about the situation you're in, but I also feel, and I agree wholeheartedly with Ray, we can't be specific in that sense, because it's not what we want, it's what we feel is needed by what is passed through us by the cards and spirit. And yes, it's a very stressful situation. I've moved more times than I've had hot dinners, but there's one thing I learned from it: how to pack, find out what's the essentials, and if you've got a rush, you know what the essential things are. And that is more important. You are more important than anything else. Don't put yourself second. And it's not being selfish, it's about looking after yourself. And this is what life's about. You have to learn how to adapt. As I said, in part with what we were saying earlier, Ray, you know, Mercury retrograde is not an excuse. It is actually an energy wavelength that's coming through the earth, and it affects those of us that are sensitive to those energies. And more people are becoming more sensitive. And as you have been so stressed and hypersensitive, that's why you're overly worried. Understandable. The material world in your life is very real, as in for everybody else. But I can't give you any other. Take a deep breath, calm yourself. Things will work out. And we wish you the highest and best. And be surprised who comes and knocks on your door to help you. And I'll pass you over to my friend.
Okay, so Catherine, you got Grey Squirrel. Find new ways of solving problems, Archangel Raphael. So what the angels are saying to you is that you need to look at your situation in a different way. Try and find a different solution to the issue that you've got at the moment, rather than going down the usual routes that everyone suggests or that you think you need to go down to. You need to think outside the box. Look at different avenues and different ways of doing this, and ask the angels for help. You know, just say, thank you, angels, for helping me find the accommodation that I need for this. And look out for the synchronicities, for the people that are going to come your way once you actually reach out and ask the angels for help. But it may not be in the way you think it is. So start looking at alternate ways rather than the mainstream way, and be open to other people coming in and helping you. So I hope that makes sense for you. Obviously, please do let us know, and well done for going back to school.
Yeah, we've got 19 minutes into the show, and Valprata Vahila is asking other people to contact him, her, for readings.
Okay.
I love these people. They come into the show and say, we're going to do it.
What I'm going to
be very careful, people.
So let me see now. If I go, I ban. I can ban that person from all live streams on this channel. That's a new thing they've given me, which is pretty good.
Well, we have reported a few.
Yeah. Yeah. So brilliant. Thank you, Margaret. Okay, so next we have Michelle. Hello, Michelle.
I'm not singing.
Michelle Mabel. See? What does Michelle need to know for... Oh, I'm doing the cards backwards. What does Michelle need to know for her highest good at this moment in time? What does Michelle need to know for her highest good at this moment in time? Okay, no, we're not. Okay, they're making me work for the cards today. So, Michelle, you have got Panda. Stay balanced and in your essence. Archangels Mary, Jophiel, and Sandalphon. So, second time this has come out to
the blue rose.
Yeah, blue rose is lovely. And the blue rose always reminds me of Mary Magdalene as well. So what the angels are saying to you, is very similar to what came out earlier, Michelle, is that you need to actually stay balanced now. Don't get too caught up on one thing. Just balance everything out. So rather than just concentrating on one thing, just allow lots of things to be balanced, and things will run a lot smoother for you. So yeah, so don't concentrate more on one thing. Keep yourself balanced and stay true to who you are in your essence. Because obviously when you stay true to yourself in your essence, your energy, it's much easier to be balanced, because others' opinions, thoughts, projections will not tip that balance for you. So I hope that makes sense, and I will pass you over to Graham.
Thank you. Hey, Michelle, welcome back. Welcome, everybody. Michelle, can you put up her picture?
I can indeed.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought I saw horses earlier. I'm getting so many things rushing through your head, but most of it is, can I eat this? Can I drink that? Can I do this? Can I do that? What if I do this? What if I do that? And I saw these, everything. What? You know what to do, girl. If you need peace and quiet, go and hug your horses. I've done it many times. I'll hug a tree. I'll just sit outside watching dance in the garden. I find nature to calm me down, calm my mind, because you've got so many things you want to do, but which is a priority. And the balance that Ray's referring to, in my opinion, is, and spirit, stop putting yourself out on a limb where everything's weighing you down. You're going out and doing what other people want you to do. It's not being selfish. And I've said this more than once in our shows. Stop thinking that just because you're saying no means you're selfish. It means you've got to look after yourself. And if you don't look after yourself, who are you going to be able to look after if you're not well? So take that time, switch your mind off to everybody else and play that music, do that dance, sing your heart out, or just go sit outside and watch the leaves in the trees. Because when you switch off to everything else, you restore your balance. And I hope that makes sense. And please, if you're going to sing, go with Ray. She's a phenomenal singer.
Do you know a song where came through my head when you were talking about play that music, play that funky music, right?
I was singing that yesterday.
Were you?
Yeah, badly.
See? Synchronicities. So who do we have next, Susie? Okay, so we've got Clinton next. Again, Clinton, we can't guarantee to answer any particular questions directly. I will let you go first, Graham.
Thank you. Clinton, your mum's saying, please don't cook anymore. If that makes sense to you, as soon as I saw that, I just got this. Please tell him not to cook anymore. And she's laughing her socks off. Because she's been trying to get through to your inner head, all the memories that she's bringing into effect again. It's not because you're thinking of her, it's because she's... What the heck was all that one? Hi. So I hope you understand that she's activating your memories to show that she's not finished living. You may not be of this world anymore, she's with spirit, but she's just tell him, please, something about cooking, tell him not to do it anymore. And she's laughing. But I hope that makes sense. And because I know it's weird, but that's what we do. We are happily weird, especially on the Miss Mercury retrograde, aren't we, Ray?
Oh, definitely. Okay, so Clinton...
That makes sense to you anyway. And I'll pass you over to Ray.
Okay, so whilst Graham was talking, I pulled out for you, dear, trust in the support of the universe, archangels, Michael and Faith. Isn't that a gorgeous a card? Yeah, a mum and a dad. So what the angels are saying to you, Clinton, is trust that you've got the support of the universe. You know, trust that the universe has got your back, that the angels have got your back, that your mum's got your back. You know, the ancestors have got your back. You know, they are there with you all the time. You just have to take those moments to actually breathe in and connect with them and connect with the universe itself, because the universe is always giving you answers. It's always showing you things. It's always guiding you in the right way. but you have to be able to listen, to look, to see, to understand, to know what's going on. So take the time to connect with the universe, to connect with spirit, with the angels, and you'll be surprised at what information and messages you actually get, you actually receive. So thank you for joining us today. So who do we have next, Susie?
Can you block Christ Sarah?
I've done Christ. I've done Christ already. Okay. Hi, Lisa. You most definitely can have a message. I'll do the cards first and see what comes out for you. So what does Lisa need to know for her highest good? Oh, okay. We'll go with that one then. So you have got dog. Be disciplined in your home and community life. Archangel Azariel. Aren't they gorgeous? Yeah. So, Lisa, what the angels are saying to you is that basically you need to be a lot more disciplined in your home and your community life. So, what they're saying to you is stop allowing yourself to be pulled in all different directions. Okay. Focus on what you need to make your life and those around you a lot, I wouldn't say a lot easier, but a lot more comfortable. Okay. So you've really got to be more disciplined and focused now on yourself, of moving yourself forward. Because when you're sort of like looking after yourself and you're putting those boundaries in, both at home and in the community, you will actually be able to operate better on a wider scale and be of more service to others. And they will actually pick up on the energy and they'll respond in kind. So yeah, stay focused, take back control of yourself, and move yourself forward and be disciplined about it. And I'll pass you over to Graham.
Thank you, Ray. Hey, Lisa. And I fully understand about your dog. Their family. And the reason, as I said just now to the previous person, the fact that you're thinking about your dog is because your dog's around saying, hey, Mum, I ain't disappeared. You might not be seeing me, but you sure feel me and causing you trouble. And that's the way it should be. You know, you are empathic, you're very sensitive, and you've been coming off and on for a while now, but you still haven't learned to trust your own abilities. Why do you think you have such a rapport with your dog? Why do you think you have a rapport with other people? You see, you understand people, but you've forgotten to understand yourself. So remember what it feels like and then trust your heart. And you'll see your dog so much more readily, especially preferably. You'll start thinking, seeing, smelling. Every sense will be used by spirit, whether on this side of the realm or on the other side of the realm. Because you don't have to be deceased to connect with somebody's spirit. You've often heard the term kindred spirit, applies both sides of the realm. So you trust your heart and your instinct and have fun with your dog. Do the things that you normally do with your dog, whether he's here or not, physically, because it makes him feel happier. And I'm saying it's a him. That's what I feel. Hey, pardon me for saying this, and I'm old school, it's a 50-50 chance. But yeah, you've got to be politically correct nowadays, you know.
You do. You have
Lisa,
to be.
You give his collar to somebody else's dog. Don't keep it as a memento that's never going to be used. Give the collar to somebody else so they can use it because it helped your dog. And you'll be passing it on because your dog was very loving and it wants to pass that on. I hope that makes sense, and I'll pass it over.
Okay, so who do we have next, Susie? Okay. Don't forget, don't just say hello. If you'd like a message, please do say you'd like a message as well, for us, because just saying hello, we like people saying hello and we say hello back. But if you want a message, please say, can I have a message, please? And we're more than happy. Next, we've got Margaret. Again, Margaret, we can't do direct messages. If they come through, they come through, but we can't guarantee it. So I'll let you go first, Graham.
Thank you. Margaret, I understand fully where you are with this, and I admire your strength to actually ask. But you know, you cannot do it all. And all that you've done is from your heart, and that shows the love you have. And it's a decision for you is more than it is for your brother. Your brother is being looked after. You've got to let him have the care that you, unless you're a nurse or a psychiatrist or whatever, and super strong, and you can live on less than 4 hours sleep a day, because punitive care is a 24-hour job. All my family nurse in some form of degree, and I chose to go nursing the spirit rather than the body. And this is what I'm telling you now from personal experience. Putting him into care is not, oh, I'm failing him. It's supporting him as a person. You're giving him the care that you cannot do 24/7. And that is not anything in derogatory terms to you. What would you say to you? Hey, sis, quit your life, look after me. You can still visit, do everything you want to do, but you've got to look at it on his part as well as your own. But you've got to look after yourself. That is more important in this case, because you are going to need to be strong to uplift yourself, to help other people as well as your brother. But you've got to look after yourself first. And thank you for sharing this. And I hope what I've told you will help you understand it's not that you're failing him. It's not that you're letting him go or anything like that. You're doing the best you can for him and yourself. And I'll leave that with love and blessing and pass you over. Thank you.
Okay. So, Margaret, the card that came out for you was Snake. Live according to your divine essence, the elemental kingdom. Okay. Now, what I'm going to say with this is actually look at the picture. Okay. Your brother, the care, yourself. Okay. So take that picture in. So what the angels are saying to you is, you know, what you feel is right, what is for the highest good of you and your brother is absolutely fine and perfect. You know, palliative care still means you will still have overseeing of it. You can still have connection with your brother, as this card is actually showing you. There, and it's showing that little snake sort of like shining, and there's lots of light coming down. So do what you feel is right for the highest good of you, your brother, and all those involved. Okay, but know that no decision will ever be the wrong one. Okay, when you do anything in divine effort, in divine essence, for the highest good, there is no right or wrong decision. So I hope that makes sense to you. And as Graham said, thank you so much for sharing that with us. And I wish you and your brother all the best. So who do we have next, Susie? Okay, so let me go down past. Chayley. Hello, Chayley. Thank you for watching. Yep, well, I'll go first. Loving the picture. So, and I do hope we're pronouncing your name right. So what does Chayley need to know? Oh, okay, that one wants to come out. Okay, so you have, actually, we've got two. So Chayley, you have got B, Spread Heart Healing with Joy, Archangel Premilek. And we have got Donkey, Keep your heart open no matter what. Archangels Mary and Gabriel. Okay, so 2 cards, very similar colors, and both mentioning the heart. Okay, so what the angels are saying to you is, you know, keep your heart open now. Okay, your heart has its own brain. Okay, so when you connect to your heart and you keep your heart open and you live in joy, compassion, gratitude, you'll be amazed at what things will happen. You'll be surprised about the amount of healing that you can have for yourself and that you can give to others around you. And it also helps if things are not going exactly right as you or the way you think they should be going. When you connect to your heart and you keep your heart open, new opportunities and possibilities come your way. So be grateful for all the little things you've got in your life. Have compassion for yourself and others, and allow your heart space to grow. And enjoy, and live in your heart with joy, and you'll be surprised at the healing it brings and what it can achieve around you and bring into your life. So I hope that makes sense, and I'll pass you over to Graham.
Thank you. Can you put a picture up again?
I can indeed.
Oh, and what was the card?
Bee and donkey.
Thank you. Thank you. Hey, Shaylee, I purposely kept my mind occupied on other things rather than listening to Ray on this one, because the tangent I'm coming in from is totally different. And I just want to say, you are a rising star. You're actually coming into your own energy. And I don't know if that's a picture of you. I don't think it's a picture of you. I think it's a picture of somebody else. But I understand what it means in dance and theatre and dressing up. And unfortunately, I got picked for similar when I was a little bit younger. And you actually need to go more into the arts. And the donkey and the bee, to me, shows your journey is going to be humble and family orientated with the bee. Milk and honey springs to mind. But you see, it's very symbolic. A lot of symbology, I should say, is coming in for you, Shaylee. And I feel that trusting yourself and speaking from your inner truth will help you evolve into the arts, whichever way you want to go, music or dance or whatever, that you need to be trusting your instinct. Bees always know where they are. They always share with everybody. And if anything's wrong, they all congregate together. The donkey is reliable, but it's also a hell of a watchdog. I don't know if any of you know, you put a donkey in a field of cows and there's coyotes around, they will go for the coyote. They will protect the cows. Donkeys are not placid. They are very strong animals, very strong-willed, very strong back. And that's what you've got. And I want to say thank you for coming in and let us know how the career decision turns out. And I'll leave that with love and blessing. Thank you.
Okay, so who do we have next, Susie? Okay. Hi, Tanita. Yes, you may have a message. I'll let you go first, Graham.
Tanita's on about a boyfriend and a good friend. The fact that you are so connected with the past of those passing shows you've not resolved the joy of experiencing life with them on this plane. And you're feeling the loss of physical and emotional support that you had from both ways. This is what life's about, my friends. We're all here to learn about living and to do what makes us highest and best for ourselves, to shine, to help other people. It's not about ego. It's never about ego. And you have such a heart. And the fact that you keep on remembering your friends passing Sorry about the tail. But I do know that you've been wanting to do things similar to the, excuse me, I'm getting your boyfriend had a set way of talking and making people take notice, and you're trying to bring it back, but do it your way, not his way. She says, you helped each other. Stop thinking that you've lost me. I'm always going to be here, but I'm not going to be able to be hugged. The only way you can hug me now is from your heart. So think about that and stop looking at it of sadness. Think about the time you had together in this life. Because by that bond that you share from your heart, it'll never be lost if you so choose. And I'll leave that with love and blessing, and I'll pass you over to Ray.
Okay, Tanita. So you got wow, live as a fully conscious being, archangels Mary and Jules. Okay, so what the angels are saying to you, you know, now is time to live as you. You know, what has gone on in the past was in the past, and although it's difficult and trust has gone, you need to really concentrate on yourself now. Okay. If need be, do some cord cutting. There are various things online about cord cutting. I've got a guided meditation on cord cutting. If you want that, message me privately and I'll send that to you. But the WOW is saying, you know, you need to live as a fully conscious being. So really step into who you are, you know, take back now and be who you are supposed to be. Accept who you are, not what others may have thought you should have been or what you should have done or what they think of you now. You need to just be you. You know, you need to live and bring about joy and happiness for yourself and others. But really concentrate on yourself first. Heal yourself and step into who you are supposed to be, into your true consciousness. And you'll find that things will move on and will be easier. But it all starts with yourself first and cutting those cords. So I'll leave that with you and wish you all the best.
Can I just say another thing for Tanita? Tanita, I've finally read what you put up and finding out you were deceived. You have survived. You're going to get better. I've been there a couple of times before where my heart was broken by circumstances out of my control. And I thought everything was fantastic, and they weren't. But it made me what I am today, so you'll get stronger. And your heart will be purer. And I'll leave that with love and blessing.
Okay, so who have we... Oh, we've lost Susie. I think we've got, as it was underneath, I think we've got Jennifer next, who said it's the 23rd anniversary of Best Friend Passing Day. I've been really feeling sad. Okay, so Jennifer, let's see what the cards have got to say for you. Okay. Oh, what does Jennifer need to know for her highest good at this moment in time? Oh,
that one.
Should we go with this one? Okay, so you have got Camel. Be forbearing and patient, Archangel Shophael. Okay, so what the angels are saying to you is, you know, you need to be patient. You know, you need to be looking forward. Okay, you need to be looking forward for your life. Okay, but you need to be patient with how you feel with others around you, with yourself. Okay. You know, camels are stubborn animals. Okay. And they can go for absolutely ages without water. Okay. Without needing to stop. You know, and you've been going forward constantly without stopping. Okay. Which is great. But you need to have patience now. You need to take a step back and have patience and look after yourself. Okay. and don't worry about what's going on around you with other situations. Look after yourself first and be patient. Things will resolve, but not if you keep pushing forward with it. You have to take a step back, wait, and be patient. I hope that makes sense. And I will pass you over to Graham for maybe some more clarification.
Thanks, Ray. Jennifer, I've been reading your comment there. I've been feeling really sad and family stuff. I'd love to say, I wish I could be in your position. And I'm not being flippant about it. Family are weird. Everybody's family is weird in their own degree. But the fact that you recognize that you're on your own in that sense can be used as a blessing, because you can choose what you want to do without other people's input. Or you can sit back and be miserable, but everybody else's reasons. Just, you can't think for other people. You can't react for other people. You've got to do what makes you, you. You've had the anniversary, 23 years, your best friend. But that love, as I said in part with Tanita, is something that you'll always cherish and always carry with you. The fact your mum and sister don't talk to you, that's brilliant, because then you choose what you want to do. And you can't say, oh, it's their fault. You've got to be answerable for yourself. And with your heart and love feeling all that pain means your heart said, I can heal. My heart wants to heal. And being sad and lonely, you're never lonely. You've got me, myself, and I. And I'm not being flippant. Me, myself, and I. Body, mind, and spirit. When you start listening to yourself in that level, that patience, everything else goes away. And you choose your path the way you want to do it. And you put up pictures or flowers or have a dance or whatever. Remember those that have passed in a good way. Don't block them away and say, nothing's happened since. You've evolved. You're getting stronger. Your heart is trying to heal. And I hope that makes sense. And I'll leave you with love and blessing. And thanks for coming in. Thanks, Mike.
Okay, so who have we got next, Susie? Okay, lovely. So we have Linda. So I'm going to let you go first, Graham.
Linda, I hope. Oh, man. You've got a doppelganger, Linda. One of my very good friends has a very similar hairstyle to yours. And she was a very gifted lady. And I feel that you are also. And why do you second guess your abilities? You've been, in part, you say you can do this, this, and this, but why do you put the but? And in your case, it's B-U-T-T in your way. And I live in America. Oh, she's having fun with the cards. But you see, you have all these gifts. And how will you know if they work unless you use them? You have to use your gut instinct and practice. It doesn't come easy, but it's not difficult. Ray does the cards. I do my intuition. We work together. We didn't plan it. It just happened. And we've been a couple of years now, haven't we?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, my hair's getting whiter. So, you know, but
So
we
is
have
mine.
fun with it. You've got this gift. And I really want to say, sit down and say, hang on. Oh, your gift is in the speech. You've got to say the truth, not your truth. I hope that makes sense to you. But let us know how it develops, your abilities, and come and tell us. And I'll pass you over to Ray. Thanks, Ray.
Okay, so Melinda, you had two cards jump out for you, Linda. You got Wolf, be independent but work together, Archangel Zariel. And you got Raven, prepare for change, Archangels Azrael and Bokpi. Okay, so what the angels are saying to you is that there's change going to be coming in. Okay, if you can start working in collaboration with somebody, but you're still independent, then changes are really going to come in for you, and you are really going to soar and shine. Okay, so when you do get into that working with someone else, still keep your own independence. As Graham and I do, we do our own things and then we come together to do this. And that's what you need to do if you are start working with anyone else. Work together, but keep your independence. And you'll be amazed at what changes are going to be coming in. So be prepared for that change, because it will come really, really quickly. Hope that makes sense to you. And who do we have next, Susie?
On your left.
So we have got Melanie Langford. Hi, Melanie. Thank you for joining us. Let's do a card for you. So what does Melanie need to know for a highest good at this moment in time? Oh, okay, we'll go with that one. Okay, so Melanie, again, second time this card has come out. We've got wow. Live as a fully conscious being, archangels Mary and Jules. Okay, so what the angels are saying for you, Melanie, is that you need to really live as a conscious being. You really need to live as you now. You need to let your light shine. You need to step up and be who you are supposed to be, and not what others think you should be or guide you towards being. This is your time to really connect with yourself and go, okay, this is me. This is what I want to give to the world. And this is what I'm going to give to the world. And I'm living my life for my higher consciousness, for the highest good of myself and others. And when you do that, the light will shine from you and you'll see things will progress for you, and abundance will come pouring into you. But you need to live truly as who you are supposed to be. I hope that makes sense. And I'll pass you over to Graham.
Can I have a card again?
You can. Wow.
Yeah. Thank you. Because I saw in the way the spiral is going down, it's centering everything around and flowing through you. And the way the whale's positioned in the card, it's like it's being weighed down by the central point. But it's more than just one whale. Melanie, the whale is one of the most fantastic creatures you can ever encounter. I'm ex-Navy and I've seen a couple, and they leave my breath away. In part, this is the heartfelt feeling that I'm getting concerning you, my friend. Your truth is coming out. Your speech is coming out. Your heart is coming out. But you still feel that you can do more. And that's beautiful. But as that spiral, if you hold the card up again, I know it sounds daft, but if you see what I'm on about, all those spirals, like the Northern Lights, and the way they're coming down through that star is your third eye. And the lights on either side of the whale are from your heart and your natural sensitivity. Okay? And you have to speak your truth. And this is what life's about, speaking your truth. Whales have a song that once you've heard it, it just blows your mind. You have this same tenacity with your speech. You, in a good way, you get through to people. You have this ability to connect with people, but you doubt your ability. Let all those things that are whizzing around your head just let it flow through. I'm a medium, and Ray is in her way. We're mediums. We allow the energy to flow through us. We are a conduit, but we're answerable for what we say and do. That's why we give it with love and light. Trust yourself and start giving your love and light to other people and speak that truth. And that makes sense for you. and it's not as hard as you think. God bless.
Okay, so I can't pronounce this surname, so I do apologise, Afar. Now, we don't give yes or no answers or anything in particular for questions. It's whatever guidance comes through for us. So, Graham, do you want to go first?
Yeah, Alpha. Oh. What is it? Yeah, that's a good question. It took me 2 failed and 1 success to find my life partner. But my life partner first is me. Because if I'm not honest to myself, how can I find a life partner? I'm not saying any line or anything. It's just when you answer to yourself, follow your own instinct, follow that which makes you yourself, and be honest all the time in front of somebody. And even when they're not there, be honest for them. And it's difficult for a lot of people. It took me many years to finally say, I don't care what you think. I only care what I can give you. And that's my highest and best. And if I can't give that, I won't do anything. If you like me for what I am here and now, then it's worth it to progress. But you've got to find your life balance, honesty, trust, empathy, care, compassion, all those things. You've got to give it all the time. There can't be any barriers. Because if you do hide, it becomes a veneer and you project just a certain amount of what you like. And the partner comes along and goes, oh, yeah, that's great. Hang on a minute. What's behind the door? What's behind the wall? What's behind in the cupboard? And they go, oh, no. So the more open you are, the more honest you are, the better. And you will find a life partner. But you've got to find yourself first. And I'll pass you over to Ray, and I hope that helps you.
Okay, so Alpha, you have got Cat. Be relaxed and independent, Archangel Raphael. Okay, so what the angels are saying to you is stop thinking about that. Okay, you need to when you really focus on something, you push it away. Okay, so what the angels are saying to you is, be more relaxed now, be independent, go and do things that you enjoy. Okay, things that light you up, make you happy, and be open to the possibilities around you. Because when you're relaxed and you stop focusing on something, but you concentrate on finding joy and happiness within yourself, with your independence, doing what makes you happy, then you'll be amazed at the people that are drawn to you. Okay, so look how cats are. Okay, they're independent, but they're loving, but people are drawn to them because of their independence. So that's what you need to be thinking about now. Just relax, stop worrying about it, and just enjoy being you and doing things your way, and you'll be surprised too on what comes along. So I hope that makes sense for you. And I don't think we've got anyone else at the moment waiting, have we, Susie? All right. So we had some people who said hello, but they didn't ask for a reading. So if you did say hello and you're still here and you'd like a reading, then just say reading, please. And I can see that we have actually got people watching. So please do ask for a reading. We're always happy. And Alpha says, true. Thank you. You're welcome. And so whilst we're waiting for people to ask, should we do should we throw out some words of wisdom? Graham.
Yeah.
Otherwise it's going to be me singing, so
No, you did say words of wisdom.
I did.
Speaking words of wisdom. Let it be.
Let it be.
Let it be. Don't let it go, but let it be. Oh, but in part, this Mercury retrograde has been an eye-opener for all of us. We don't realize just how much energy life sends our way. And with the heartache of some of the people and the joy in some of the people, we all have to find our own balance. We all have to find our own opposite to Mercury retrograde. And that's difficult because we're here, we're limited in what we feel we can do. But that in itself, the statement, we are limited, holds us back. Our energy is unlimited. We're here to find ourselves. We're here to be honest with ourselves. Because the only thing you can take with us when we pass is our inner spirit, our love, our experiences. We can't take the physical. So think about, I want to accumulate a vast storage of knowledge, of compassion, love, care, experiences that matter to other people as well as myself. And which is why angels and spirits, to me, is so important, because Ray and I and all our guides through the cards and spirit, and you coming into the room, sharing your questions with us, makes our life so much more blessed. And what does that say on your cup?
Keep calm and ask an angel.
See, you got a living angel. I don't know what I am, but what the heck. But you see, she pleads the fifth there, and she lives in England, so you know we won't go there. But no, this is what angels and spirits about. It's about every one of us can be an angel. Our inner spirit touches one another, and that's why Ray and I have formed such a friendship over the years that we're like brother and sister. I'm the oldest one, of course, because I'm ancient and she's a hell of a lot younger. I won't say emotionally, but she's never had that bit. She's 21 and a bit, and I'm 21 and a bit, big bit. But you see, we have a laugh with each other. And I don't think we've ever said anything negative of each other, to each other, in a way that said, ooh, you know, because we wouldn't have the show. Your energy matters. Ray's, mine, everybody that comes in, this is what we're here for. And I know we had technical hiccup for the first 9 minutes, and we've had a couple of scammers. What, is that the good word for them? Scammers?
Yeah, I think so. Well, they don't think they're scamming, do they? They think they're offering a service. They're kind of like jumping on the bandwagon on the back of other people, aren't they?
Yeah. So anybody who's just come in the room, if you want a reading, please say, I would like a reading, or yeah, me please, I want one, or whatever. But it's nice to say hi and welcome to every single one of you. And I'll shut up now. Your turn.
No, that's fine. Hi, Jamie. Welcome. If you would like a reading, then please do ask for a reading, and we will do a reading. Otherwise, we're going to just chat aimlessly. And Jamie would like a reading, so I'm going to let you go first, Graham.
Now, I want to know: is Jamie a lady or a fella? Because I'm getting double energy here because of the picture. So I know Jamie can be a female name as well as a male, because I've lived in Scotland and Ireland and a few other places. But welcome, Jamie. Lady. Oh, I'm glad I checked, because I thought it might be, but I didn't want to insult anybody. Because I like to be nice to people mostly, don't I, Ray? Right, okay, being more serious now. Jamie, thank you for coming in. And would you put a picture up for me, please?
Yes.
There's a lot of people around you, young lady. There's a lot of family around you. And you said you weren't going to look like your mum. you are a lot more like her than you realise. And I hope, yeah. And there's a lot more people around you than you realise. And will you stop just thinking of them? Talk to them. You know, you need to be talking. I know you talk a lot anyway, and I mean respectfully here, make sure. But it's like when you get them, yeah, talk to them. Stop saying, yeah, right. In your mind's eye going, oh, yeah. I remember I'm sad and all this and not. If they came into your room tomorrow or even now and said, hey, hi, Jamie, they'd be a little bit upset with you, wouldn't they? So talk to them. And every time you think of those that are around you, because they're stirring those memories within you, to say, hey, look, can you remember when we did this? And you're having fun remembering. But you suddenly turn it to feeling sad because they're no longer with you physically. So you've got, yeah. I would say that, but I'm being a very nice gentleman. Ray will tell you I talk a lot as well. But I've had years of experience. But yeah, this is in part what you need to be doing, Jamie, is trusting those around you and talk to them, recognize them, what you remember, analyze what it is that you are being reminded of, and understand why they would be sharing that memory with you in your given circumstance at the time you think of them. Because that's the only way spirit can use your memories to say, hey, can you remember when we did this? Oh, yeah, I was just thinking about that or just doing that not too long ago. It'll be a day or so or whatever. There's no limit in time. But this is why you have to start talking. So those around you physically as well as spiritually can make a better connection because you should be doing this. And I love the orange, by the way. It's one of my favorite colors. So I'll pass you over to Ray because the card is going to help you even more.
Okay, so Jamie, again, this is the second time this card's come out, but it's slightly different meaning this time. And snake, live according to your divine essence, the elemental kingdom. Okay, so what this card is saying to you is that, you know, you are surrounded constantly by spirit, you know, and they are there wanting to talk to you for you to connect with them. Okay, and you know, it's kind of like you could say that was you there. Oops, there we go, you. Okay, and then that's the spirits, angels going up. Okay, so to just you know, start connecting with them, live your divine essence, live to who you truly are. You know, when you're you and you're accepting who you are, your gifts, your talents, and shining your light, you're then allowing them to connect with you and share their light and show you that they're about, what they're saying, what they want to tell you. And again, it's always looking out for these little signs around you, maybe a song you hear on the radio, a smell of perfume, a truck going past with someone's name on. When you start noticing those things, that's when you start connecting more. I hope that makes sense to you. And Jamie says, oh my God, you're not the first time I should be doing this.
She's a slow learner. She's been told how many times?
And the card's saying there you can do it. I mean, look, there's you receiving guidance, you know, coming down. And this actually ties in quite nicely because Melanie has actually asked a question for us. Do you have any advice on how to connect to my guides? I have a lot of health issues and it's hard to connect like I could. So obviously you were able to connect at one time, I'm guessing. So Graham, if you got anything you want to say on that one before I speak.
I have a lot of health issues and it's hard to connect like I could. They're two entirely different things, Melanie. The physical is nothing to do with your guides. That is spiritual. Your guides are spiritual, not physical. Your body going through, like I've got a lot of health issues as well, but it doesn't impair me to connect with the guides around me for what I feel inside my heart and my intuition, which is why I'm an intuitive medium, is because I've always listened to my guts, and I found out half of my issue was vinegar. I found out vinegar was causing me a lot of health issues, but my guts were always telling me things are in turmoil, things are in turmoil, things are in turmoil. And it was the vinegar that was causing the turmoil. So you see, when you realize that the guides around you are not physical, to stop the blockage, I've got to use the word ego. It's not egotistical, but it's ego. It's your self-thinking through things rather than trusting your heart and reacting. Your guides are always there. They're always going to be around you. And you've got to start, as I just said to the lady previous, Melanie, was it Melanie?
Yeah. Jamie.
Jamie, that you've got to trust your intuition from your guts and your heart. Stop thinking about it. And the more that you do on that, your body can calm down. Changing your diet, eating properly, resting immediately after you've had a meal and drink, because your body has to start saying, okay, we've been working, now we're resting, we're going to process food and drink. And that's wonderful. But most people, as soon as they've had a meal, they get up, wash the pots, rush it round, and your body's going, hang on a minute, I'm still trying to digest this stuff. If you could have double the time it took you to eat the food afterwards, sit down, get your feet up above your heart, just rest. Life's limited. You're limiting your life by killing yourself, by not resting and saying, okay, my health isn't brilliant, but spiritually, I'm okay. So you're getting in balance with your guides telling you through what you feel. And you're not feeling good because you're not listening to your guides. Okay? I hope that helps you.
And what I'm going to throw into the ring, Melanie, is use cards or a pendulum. If you're finding it difficult to connect on, on that level, because of your health issues, use a tool to get that momentum back into, back going. Using a tool is not a handicap. It's a way of helping and guiding. I use the cards, I use pendulums because I have an analytical brain. So it's quite hard for me sometimes to get out of my head to trust if I'm not using a tool. So when I use the cards, etc., that is just a guide for me. The information that comes from the angels and the spirits and the multidimensional beings, etc., through me, because where I'm using the tools, it helps me express what's coming through. So use a tool to get back into that flow, and then you'll start trusting yourself more. Do automatic writing, just start as if you're a beginner again, and just start taking those small steps and building up that confidence, that connection again. So that's my two penneth worth.
What do you mean? That was a couple of $100 worth. There you go.
Oh, thank you.
You see, Melanie, it's hard to connect like I could. Once you've learned to connect, you may think that you've forgotten how to do it again, but you don't ever lose that ability. You block that ability. As I said, stop thinking, follow your heart, it's open. Oh, you're on a newbie.
Yes. So who have we got next, Susie?
I hope that helped you, Melanie. All the best to you.
Okay. So we've got Michaela Grosvenor. Michaela. Okay. I'll go first this time. Yes, we'll answer your question in a minute, Jamie. So what does Michaela need to know for highest good at limited time? Okay. Oh, they're making me work for this one. Okay, so you, Michaela, you have got giraffe. Aspire to higher knowledge and wisdom, Archangel Jophiel. Okay, so what the angels are saying for you is that if you're not already learning about spiritual stuff or more esoterical stuff, or you're not getting your brain into action, now is the time to start doing that. You know, aspire to that higher knowledge and wisdom, that guidance from above, all those different modalities that can help guide you, and not just guide you, but allow you to go on and help and guide other people, because this is what you're here for. So if you're not already, go and look for that higher knowledge, that wisdom, go study it, you know, connect more with it and see where it will take you, and what gifts and talents it will bring out in you. Yeah, so I hope that makes sense, and I'll pass you over to Graham.
Thanks, Ray. Hi, Michaela. Giraffes. What a lovely card. In fact, I've got to say, you're a bit of a dark horse, young lady, because I've seen you around a few times, and I know that you are a very gifted young lady. And I'm getting the back of the head. I'm feeling like somebody whacked me a long time ago. It's almost like, hang on, what's she saying? This is yeah, that's why. Okay, that's quite simple. Michaela, when you do pendulum work, or when you do any work,
that's Melanie. You're getting,
okay.
Yeah, no,
okay. But
no.
This in part for Michaela, it's like I'm being hit on the back of the head here. I'm being told you actually have it preset in your idea of what you should be doing. But like a giraffe, you're elevated. You don't need to be on the bottom looking down. You need to be up looking forward. There's no limit to your vision. And I know it's metaphorically speaking because of the way the giraffe's built by nature. But a simple thing of having a drink of water for a giraffe is very difficult, because it has to do unusual things for it. You've got to get used to your uncomfortable zone. You've got to realize you need to be uncomfortable, step out of your little box that you're in, and allow those gifts that you were born with open and be used. Does that make sense? This is also, okay, that your grandmother left you a watch or something with a face on it. I'm interpreting it as a watch, but it could be a picture. But why keep that picture put away? It's a small item, it's not very big. And even though you may have pictures around the house and the family that have passed and stuff, which is great, but why keep something that's precious locked away? This is what you've been doing to your own heart and emotion, and you need to let it out. And I hope what I've given you is enough of a hint for you to trust your own ability and know that stepping out of your comfort zone is the best thing for you, because you don't want to be in a rut for the rest of your life. And I leave that with love and blessing. Thanks for coming in.
Okay, and I know we've got Debbie and Pressure'd like a reading, and Mark, if you would like a reading, just put in there would like a reading, please, and we'll do a reading for you. But I said we'd go back and answer Jamie's question. Yeah. So can I ask, when it comes to cards, I've heard someone else needs to buy your cards and give them to you. You're not meant to buy your own, or is that not true? Okay, that used to be what the perceived idea was. Yes, it's good if you're gifted cards or someone buys cards for you, but I can tell you that I've brought most of my cards myself. Even when I've not wanted to buy a deck of cards, cards have suddenly gone, hi, I'm there. You want to take me home with you, don't you? And Susie in the background is laughing because she's been with me down in Glastonbury when this has happened. And if I waited for everyone to buy these cards that go, come on, you're taking me home today, you know you are, I'd never have any cards. So no, you don't have to wait. It's kind of like something that was told years and years and years ago. And that's how, you know, what they thought, what they believed. Times have changed now. Life is different now. And, you know, we are our own guides now, our own oracles. So, yeah, if you see a deck of cards, whether it's tarot cards or oracle cards, and they're calling to you, buy them.
In the same sense, Jamie, imagine if somebody says, do you like that dress, Jamie? Or just buy a dress, say, yeah, Jamie. You go, oh, I don't like that. You see, you've got to go with your heart. What you're drawn to, as Ray said. Go to say, hey, we're here, you know. And you've been putting off because you're scared of what you can do. And as I say, you're gifted. Go for it, girl. Okay. Yeah. Love and blessing for that one.
Okay, so we have so next we have, oh, let me go down. So we've got Debbie would like a card. I'll let you go first, Graham.
I love that desert picture. I don't know where you are.
I can tell you where she is.
Where?
She's in Morocco.
Oh, wonderful. Jealous. I've been to Morocco. In fact, Tanzania, and then I went to Morocco afterwards. But yeah, what's her name?
Debbie.
Debbie, what's this with your name? It's like it's just not sinking in on me. Name's normally no problem, but with your name today, it's like, hang on a minute. What do you want to be called, Debbie? Oh, I know what it is. It's people calling you names that's not sitting comfortable with you. You know what I tell them? Bye. I'll see you in a bit. You don't like it, shut up. Leave me alone. I'll be back later. Because you have a lot of strength inside you. And if you can go traveling the way you do to Morocco, etc., I'm all for your strength. But don't listen to your weaknesses. Other people play on your weaknesses to try and control you. They should hit a brick wall with that one. I'm also getting an anniversary coming up soon of a female that passed. See, where's all the necklaces? I don't know who it is. I don't know what relationship to you, but I'm going, where's all the necklaces? Where's all the bling? And you know what it means. I don't. I'm just passing on one of. And for a guy to say, Debbie, where's your bling? You've got a lot of bling. You know what I mean? So I hope that makes sense. And you're not alone. And you're stronger than you realize to stop thinking about it and listening to the negativity and holding you back. And over to Ray.
Okay, so Debbie, you had two cards that came out for you. So you have got Kangaroo, Be a Force for Good, Archangels, Bokiel, Jorisa, and Sandalphon. And you also got Dolphin, Live Joyfully in the Present, Archangel Shawls. Okay, so what the angels are saying for you, okay, is that live joyfully in the present now. Stop worrying about anything that's going on. That's just all going on around you. Be yourself, be true to you, what you are there to do, who you are supposed to be, and enjoy being you and doing it. Not what other people might be telling you or pushing you towards. You know what it is that you wanted to do. You know what you want to do. Okay. And it is to be a force for good for others, to bring enjoyment and fun to others. So really live joyfully in the present now and enjoy. You know, that's what they're saying. Have fun. Yeah, and that's all they're going to. That's what all they're going to say to me on that one. Who have we got next, Susie? So next we've got Presh. Hi, Presh. Good to see you again. So I'll go first. So what does Presh need to know for highest good at this moment in time? What does Presh need to know? That's good. They really, oh, okay. I was going to say they're really making me work, and this one's making me get some exercise.
Good morning.
I had to stretch then.
There's some power in that card.
There was a lot of power in that card, Presh. So we have got Parrot. Listen intently to understand, Archangel Bokpi. Okay, so what the angels are saying to you, and this is a very forceful message. Listen intently to understand. Start listening to the angels. They really want you to start working with them. You know, take the time, you know, set aside the time to actually try and connect with them. If you can't do it on a spiritual level, get some angel oracle cards and start connecting with them. You know, they're trying to talk to you, but you're not listening. So they're saying, you know, listen to us, look out for us. We're there. We're giving you signs. We want to work with you. And as I said, if you find it difficult, get some angel oracle cards and start talking to your angels every day. So I hope that makes sense, and I'll pass you over to Graham.
Thanks, Ray. Presh, you do enough writing. You can do automatic writing because you sit down, and I've been shown you do a lot of typing. Trust yourself, okay? Trust yourself. What was the card that she had?
She got Parrot.
Oh, I love the rainbow parrots. You see, the whole point of parrots for me is they look beautiful. They have one beak, two hands, because parrots are very intelligent and they can be a pain in the neck as well because they are bossy. And Presh, you as innocent as I am, but you've got these abilities. Think about how a parrot talks. Repetition, practice. You are very intelligent, but you don't put into practice what you're thinking by saying, by doing. And oh, now we've got trouble in. Look who just appeared. So, Presh, I also know that you... Okay, I've been told to shut up on that. What about this tea leaves? Who used to read tea leaves in your family or talk about somebody reading tea leaves? Because you're old school. Your energy is old school. So it wouldn't surprise me if you could do crystal ball, palm reading and tea leaves, dowsing, divining, pendant work, whatever you want to call it. Whatever you want to do it instead of just sitting there. Because even in your picture, you look like I'm going to go and have a snooze. Nah, you've been snoozing long enough. It's time to start work, young lady, and start using your abilities because I'm going to keep on saying it time and time. I'm going to parrot a parrot. Here's a pretty girl then. Get on with it. And I hope that helps you get yourself motivated because I'm not doing that interpretation again.
No, please don't.
Love and blessing to you.
And Keith says, let it go, Graham.
Whoop, whoop. Sound like a train.
Keith, if you would like a reading, then please do.
No, we're not doing anybody with a Keith name? No, not today.
Whatever. Okay, so do you want to go first, Graham, with Mark?
Okay. We'll pick on Keith in a bit. Hi, Mark. Welcome. I'm going to say this. I'm rather blunt, Mark, but skepticism on abilities that you've actually been avoiding. I was going to say scared of, but avoiding for most of your life. And you're very gifted in reading people, but think, oh, well, everybody else can do it. But you have a lot of innate ability. And you're very stubborn. And I mean this politely, but bossy. I say that because you know what's right and you know what's wrong. But by not allowing your intuition to work better because of your skepticism of that ability, you actually hold yourself in check. Oh, you actually know Ray, do you? That says it all. That says it all. But you see, I'm not as subtle as Ray. Is that you should get your, how can I put this nicely, Ray? How can I get him motivated without losing my foot? Thank you. That says it all. So, Mark, stop being skeptical of your own abilities. Start trusting your guts. You know you can do stuff, and you've been doing it off and on, but you shy away from being spiritual and mediumistic and all the other terminology that you wish to use. But you've experienced too much to doubt it. But because of what other people are saying, you're holding yourself back. Your coasting along is finished. I'm going to get Ray to do what I can't do, and that's to kick you where it matters, motivate you where it matters, because you've got abilities, and the fact that you're scared of them is because you're afraid of being wrong. How would you know unless you open your mouth? The more you practice, the better you get. Okay? You've been on an apprenticeship for too long. Time to start doing it. And I hope Ray can motivate that part.
Okay, so Mark, we've had these two cards come out already today as well. You've got Panda, stay balanced in your essence, Archangels Mary, Jophiel, and Sandalphon. And you have got Dog, be disciplined in your home and community life, Archangel Zadiel. Okay, so what the angels are saying to you is that you need to actually start getting some balance into your life now, to actually start talking your talk, walking your walk, basically. Graham nearly choked them. Because you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing, you're not balanced at the moment. So things are not working out as they should be. And what they're saying is, and I know you can be quite disciplined, but you need to be disciplined in your home and community life. You need to be setting aside a time to do the spiritual stuff, to actually be reading into it, to actually be taking part, to do the meditation. You need to really be honing that now, because that is what you are supposed to be doing. So, so it's going to say you can't hide anymore from it. Okay, because you're not in balance, and you have to be in balance, because when you're in balance, your heart is open, okay, and you attract the right people to you that can help you. So get some discipline in with regards to meditation and other things, spiritual, whether that's reading books, etc., with regards to that, so that you can actually get yourself balanced, and then you can be in your true essence of who and what you're supposed to be. So I hope that makes sense to you. And the cards, because you did say on there that the cards are really beautiful, they're Diana Cooper's Archangel Animal Oracle cards. So they're really, really beautiful cards. So who do we have next, Susie? Aha! So Keith does want to read in today.
Who?
Keith, I'll go first and pull a card for you.
I'm praying.
What is Keith? Okay. Keith, you have got Rhinoceros. Be strong and courageous, Archangel Sandalphus and Loquiel. Okay, so there's the rhinoceros. So yes, it's saying be strong and courageous, but it's also saying that at the moment you're not working in harmony as one. You've got two different things that are going on at the moment, and you've not joined them as one. So you need to do that. You need to amalgamate to become one rhinoceros, so that you can have that strength and that courageousness to move forward. So stop splitting yourself in half. Amalgamate both those two parts of you together, because that will make you stronger, more courageous, and you will be doing much more than you're doing at the moment. And I hope that makes sense. And I will give you to Graham to do a reading.
Okay, Keith, my friend, I was being reminded as I was listening to what Ray was saying about the rhinoceros. The rhinoceros has very poor vision, but is made up for it with hearing, sense of smell, and also, in our case, talking. You see, you don't have to see things to know things. You just got to feel them. Oh yeah, this is the cat. If you stroke too much, you get attacked. If you don't stroke enough, you get attacked. So I'm very careful. But Keith, even with the rhino and cats, you have this innate strength, and you're like a blunderbuss, but you've got to learn to direct your energy better. And all the joking aside that we've been doing for years, it's always going to do, maybe, trying. Quit using words that don't mean now. You need the now, not later, because you've been putting it off for a very long time. And even if you can't see what's ahead of you, know that what's ahead of you is going to be for your highest and best when you do things now. Okay? Yeah, you sense everything, but you're trying to analyze it in a way that makes sense. Hey, I've been doing this for years. It never makes sense. It just feels right or it feels wrong. If it doesn't feel right, you don't do it. If it feels good, go for it. The whole point and the terminology let it go means stop holding back. You don't need your eyes. You need your heart. You need your speech. You need your hearing. You need your nose. All these things you have. And pardon me, this beard doesn't block the sound. But you've got to use your mouth. The beard doesn't hide it. But you can smile and nobody can see it. But I love messing with you and teasing you. But in this, you know where it's coming from. You know that you should be doing what you think. Now, trust what you know. Okay? And all the best to you. And thanks for coming in, Keith. And thanks for putting up with me.
Okay, so if we got next, Susie.
Take care, Jamie.
Okay. All right. Yeah, thank you, Jamie, for joining in. Jackie would like a reading, so I'll let you go first, Graham.
Oh, Jackie. Thank you for coming in, and thank you everybody else as well, because without you, we wouldn't be here doing this. But Jackie, I've been told. Okay, go on down. Young lady, I've got to admire your strength, your tenacity, your love, your compassion, your empathy. Boy, are you stubborn. It's like there's definitely two sides to you, and there's a lot of heart emotional stuff that you've been going through, and you've hidden it from everybody, which you think is the best thing. But those that love you know that you're hiding something, but not sure what, because of who you present yourself to be. And I took my glasses off because I don't want to focus. I want to just trust what I'm feeling, seeing, hearing, smelling. and taste it. It's you have so much heart that's been held back by so many things around you. You feel it, I can't do anymore. Or tell them you can't do anymore. Open your mouth and speak, and literally, you're stronger than you realize. And I feel definitely that you, well, yeah. But if I said to you a couple of years ago, you're going to go through 2 years or 3 years or whatever it's been of turmoil, heartache, and pain, you know, I know I'm going to avoid that. Well, you've gone through it. Past tense. It's years ago. You keep on dragging those years with you, and it's holding you back. This is why this is saying, come on, give me a break. You've got this ability, everything I said. Let your past alone. Use it as a foundation for what is now, which is freedom, which is growth, which is empathy, which is love. So please stop dragging that past with you. I've been through 2 marriages, been a recovered alcoholic, been shot at, held up at gunpoint, held a bomb, been in 3 major car accidents. I've survived. And if somebody says you've got to go through that to be here today, I'll say, get lost. But I did. And I am, because I'm not dragging the past with me. I use it as a foundation. And this is what you need to do. Let the past where it is. Use it as a foundation. I survived it. Now I'm living. And I'll pass you over to Ray. And I hope that makes sense.
Okay, so Jackie, you had 2 cards come out. You had Cal, give with unconditional love and grace, Archangels Raphael and Mary. And you had Bat, see through illusion into truth, Archangel Dorinka. Okay, so what the angels are saying to you is that, you know, give with unconditional love and grace. You know, don't put any what's the word I'm looking for? You know, don't expect things in return when you give unconditional love and grace. You do it because it lights you up, because it's of service, it helps. But also when you're giving unconditional love and grace, you're actually going to see through the illusion to the truth. Okay, so when you show up with unconditional love and grace, the illusion cannot stay there. That illusion has to open and the truth has to be shown. So if there's anything you're going through at the moment where you feel like there's some illusion going on, that's something that doesn't seem right, look at it with unconditional love and grace. And you will see through the illusion that's being created to what is truly going on behind it. Yeah, so I hope that makes sense to you. And who do we have next, Susie?
The last one, I think.
Okay, so so this will be the last one. So Athena Pullen, you may certainly have a card. So let's see what the cards. I know, it's beautiful, isn't it?
Powerful.
Look, Merkaba. Look, Merkaba. Oh, on my logo as well. So, oh, okay, Athena, you can have that card that came jumping out. So you have got Owl. Listen to the messages of the angels, Archangel Bokpi. Okay, and there you've got the night sky, the owl, wisdom. So what the angels are saying to you is, you know, listen to the messages of the angels. Listen to the guidance that you're being given by the angels. The messages that you are meant to be passing on to others, not just messages for yourself, but messages for others to go out into the world, into the universe, to pass those messages on. You know, you have the wisdom and the knowledge. You know, that comes from being a star being, from being a star seed, and you're beginning to remember that. So start using those gifts and those talents if you're not already, and start spreading out that message from the angels because they want you to share their message. I hope that makes sense, and I'll pass you over to Graham.
And who is this again?
This is Athena.
I love being disassociated when I'm working with Ray, because Ray's energy makes me feel comfortable, but the words are from her guides and I follow my guides, and we always coincide, which in a way is similar to the symbol you've got. The pyramids are very synonymous with who I am, and I forget what the inner symbology means.
Merkaba.
Merkaba, which is an old school saying, but if I remember, belief. Is it to do with belief, Merkaba?
Belief. No. Anyway, we don't use the word belief.
Okay.
Got the word lie in the middle.
Oh, you did funny then. Your camera was doing, yeah. But I knew it was to do with belief, knowing, understanding, and a way of living. And the pyramid, 1/3, 2/3, etc., which is the body, mind, and spirit again. So, Athena, you use this name for when you're doing your growth, using your growth, your ability. I don't know what it is today, but everyone that's come in today has this potential. They know they have a potential. They use a symbology, but they're not living it. They're overthinking it. And I hope you understand what I'm saying here, Athena, is that you're blocking the flow of energy that your symbols have shown in your name and your symbol that you use on your, what do you call it? Logo, whatever.
Oh, the Merkaba.
Yeah. No, but I mean, you've got your symbol and you've got your name. But that's showing who you are. That's why I was saying your name is one that you use when you're doing your spiritual aspect. But there's another name that you hide from other people. And this is the balance of your ability. Being open and saying, yes, that's me, but I work with this. No, that's not me. I don't work with that. You have to decide. You have to state. You have to use your voice, your energy, your own energy, because the only way you can connect with people is by speech and action. And I hope that makes sense, because it's a long time since I've seen those two symbols together, the pyramid and Merkaba. And it makes me feel you have an old soul within you. And the real person that I sense inside of you will come as a guest. That's what I'm thinking. Because for anybody to use that symbol and have a name of Athena, which is a Greek name, goddess. And that shows the wisdom and the ancient wisdom that is flowing through you. But you hide it. You hide the real you. I'd like to see both put together better, because I know you are better. And I hope that makes sense to you. And if I've dug in a little bit too close, I apologize, but this is what I do. I trust my instincts, and I believe that you need to trust yours more than you have done, because there's nothing to hide behind. Be an open book. If people like you, they come to you. If they don't, they'll leave you, or you leave them, which is as it should be. I'll leave that with love and light, and thank you for coming in. Thanks everybody for coming in.
Yep, thank you. And sorry we couldn't get to do a card for you, Juan, but thank you so much for those kind words that you've given. And be proud of yourself doing all you can. I'm so sorry for your hurt. I'm going through the same thing. So thank you so much for sharing that, those words of wisdom with the person who actually was going through all of that. And hopefully you'll be able to join us early enough next time, because I know you've joined us before. So thank you for tuning in for us to do a card for you. So again, thank you everyone so much. And in fact, what I'm going to suggest, watch the replay, but just fast forward and stop. And wherever you stop, that message is going to resonate with you. Yeah. So, but again, thank you everyone so much for joining us, especially after our little hiccup with Mercury earlier. And we'll be back next month to do a live again. Of course, if you really want to read, and join us as early as you possibly can on the show, so we can get to you. So it's goodbye for me, but Graham has, I say.
If you want to contact us, otherwise, you have our emails and our addresses. And please like, share, and comment, because the more you do, the more we can connect with other people. But if you need further details, as I say, contact us. We'll get back to you as soon as we can, because this is what we love doing, helping you, because you're helping us as well. Okay? Because we get a heck of a feedback, don't we?
We do. So yeah. So share this. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, because every time you subscribe and you comment, either live or afterwards, really helps with the algorithm and gets the show out there, so we can actually give messages to more people that need them. And as always, everyone here, there's been several cards that have come out the same. These cards are for everyone. So other cards may have resonated with you as well. As Michelle said earlier, when Panda came up for someone else, she realized, oh, maybe that's for me. And then when we did the reading for her, Panda did come out. Anyway, thank you, Susie, in the background.
Thanks, Susie.
And quickly, she's going to go 3, 2, 1. Very brief. Hello. And then she's going to go. So thank you.
Our little elf.
Yeah.
Our little elf.
Thank you, everyone, and have a wonderful time. If you do need to contact us direct, then please do. Otherwise, we'll see you next month.